Those were very attractive. Of course, I have something to do with my earlier research about American Jewish literature to begin with. Later on, I was very much interested in Jewish life and Jewish history. Now I moved to Judaism because I believe Judaism is a central part of Jewish culture, civilization. We really need to understand Judaism in order to understand Jews, to understand their history, you see, their life, and so on and so forth. Of course, when you have better understanding of Jewish history, you want to improve relationship with Jewish people, with Israel as a country. Is very important. Actually, the Jewish program help improve the relationship between China and Israel. And earlier time, in the end of 1990s, for instance, a Chinese scholar, or 1980s, end of 1980s, Chinese scholar in Jewish field really pushed very hard for the normal relationship with Israel. That helps, and also help Chinese to understand Jews very, very well. And an exchange program, for instance, either there was science, technology. For instance, we added Chinese version Encyclopedia Judaica. Many Chinese diplomats use that book. Companies go to Israel to do business. They want to buy that book. That help people to understand each other, to have a better relationship, have better business, Today, the Jewish people will not consider Chinese, who live there because of the work there, study there, and then doing research or visit there, whatever reason. There were about 10,000 every year. Now, Kaifeng Jews remains as Jewish descendants. They were not able to become separate ethnic group because they do not really keep the tradition very, very well. But one day, if they could revive their Jewish tradition, there may be another story. But so far, it will take some time for them to learn their heritage because by and large, in the 80s, they almost knew nothing about it. Now, I believe the relationship will get stronger. Of course, relationship between countries is always ups and downs, you see, but we hope will further improved and constantly. And because there's no reason for those two countries or two people to against each other or not be friendly to each other, because we have no conflict, we have no dispute, we share long history, we share the friendship we have, and so that's what we hope. Well, that of course, funny stories, anecdotes, what Jews were such a small number of people against a vast number of Chinese. It is said in the 50s, and when China had no relationship with Israel, but Chinese Communist Party had a relationship with Israeli Communist Party, and once they have delegation with China, the anecdote said the Chinese leader, Chairman Mao, asked them how many people were there in Israel. When they were told there were about 2 million, and then the Chairman Mao wanted to know in which hotel they stay.